don't think I'm an ugly person, but everyone that looks like me is quite unattractive. What sort of fucking shit house are you, man?
Your wife would treat you with more respect if you weren't such a crybaby bitch.
Yesterday was one of the worst days I've ever had since about Thursday. You're such a bitch.
I'm a bitch. It's announcement time, I think.
Yeah.
We've got big news.
Huge news.
Massive announcement to make. I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh.
Yeah, you got me in trouble on Valentine's Day.
Good. I'm happy about that. I don't know what I did.
Because you're a little fucking simp bitch. No, you just lots of toxic masculinity straight away.
I know where this is going.
No,
just this is going.
Because you did like a lovely soppy post about Beth.
Because I care, yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
And then I started getting all the, where's my soppy little post? Aaron's done this about Beth. I don't want to put my feelings out there in public. I love you.
And also, just from a purely selfish point of view, it's not helpful. Because I lose like 10 followers every time I post about Beth.
What?
And she gets like proper like, why would they follow you anyway? Like, and just gets like proper, I don't know who's unfollowing me, but like, yeah, just lose like 10 followers. So it's either like incels that don't.
Yeah, they're jealous of you.
Yeah, they don't have a missus. It's people that only followed me for stand up and then I've gone too gay and started posting about my girlfriend. Because it's the gayest thing you can do. Yeah, they might think she's a munter.
Look at that.
Or, you know, there's potential that one of them wanted to shag us, and now they can't because I've got a princess in my life.
Yeah. They don't know how open-minded you may or might not be.
Huh?
They don't know how open-minded you may or might not be.
I'm very open-minded. Hit me up.
But yeah, I got it. I got it in the fucking, not in the net. She was, but she you know when they say something on the slide.
Did you buy her anything for Valentine's Day?
No comment, officer.
You didn't, did you?
Don't put me on trial. Of course, no. Did she buy me anything on Valentine's Day? It's the question I'm asking you, sir.
I don't know.
Boom, flip reverse. This Blazing Squad, baby.
Hang on. No, you didn't flip reverse anything. Because I don't know if you bought her anything. So how would I know if she bought you anything?
Flip reverse it. No, she didn't, and I didn't buy her anything, and that's fine.
I don't even know what that song was, but I hated it.
Flip reverse it by Blazing Squad. Fucking.
No clue.
Google it. It's sick. You don't remember Blazing Squad?
No,
that's the age divide between us.
Yeah, the age divide of 4 years. So it's changed everything.
It means a lot. I think, but as well for me, like you've commented a lot about my lack of social media presence outside of this podcast.
I'd have been fuming if you did post about Beck, but not anything else.
Not the part of comedy. Yeah.
Realistically, what brings more value in your lilife?
Rebecca.
Okay. You forget I've met her.
No, I mean what I said. It's you, love. I just wanted that fucking. Please don't hit me.
I'm in charge of the edit.
Because I don't put that much. I think if that was the thing you saw me do, Liam Tuffy's put a story on. Not that anyone would think that other than my fucking mum.
It's Liam Tuffy's put a story on. Babe, fucking out. Tell your mum. Ring your mum. Liam Tuffy's put a story on.
I'm a big thing on the Whirl, lad.
The main character syndrome out of you.
Mate, I'm fucking big thing in the Whirl. No, okay. But like, if it was that, I don't know. I think it's like, it's weird because when you do it, I didn't judge you for it. But I judge myself if I was to do it. I just don't like sharing feelings like that. So then I come on this podcast and I share them.
Yeah.
It's very toxic.
It is. You need to be able to talk openly. Yeah, I've got a therapist now, what of it. You need to be able to talk about your feelings. You need to be able to open up as a human being to better yourself and the people around you for the benefit of everyone, really. You need to... I mean,
do in real life. It's just... What did you say?
Not for me, I'd hate it. Don't start... Makes me feel
Please
sick.
Don't share your feelings with me.
Oh, God. Imagine you started talking about love.
Yeah, whenever I say that, I like your life. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I did take some toxicity with me on Valentine's Day, though, for our little date.
What are your Valentine's Day plans? Like,
we just went to the cinema.
Is that it? That's all you did?
Yeah, that's all she wanted to do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, mate, when you're in love to the level that I am, every day is Valentine's Day.
Mate, I'd be fucking in love if I had a free house as well. Every day would be Valentine's Day if I looked in the bank and I didn't have a £900 mortgage coming out.
Mate, I would rather have that than fucking no Valentine's Day because you live with your babe's mum and dad.
Yeah, but I bet you can afford a hotel, you fucking rat as well.
Yeah, but on a school night, not happening. So we went to showcasing fucking on the East Lacs instead.
I bet she'd have loved every other man.
I wouldn't have blamed her because I went dressed dressed to this podcast.
Oh, for goodness sake.
My game in the cinema is you just sat in the dark. I'm going for comfort. So I just, jogs, Crocs, Get there just as the film's starting. Get in. No one's going to see me. Just get in, sat down in the dark, get off. I didn't anticipate the Valentine's Day rush. And also it's Valentine's Day, so people have made a little bit of an effort. And I just felt like the biggest fucking tramp.
Someone wearing like jeans in the cinema?
People were like dressed up as if they'd been somewhere, probably because they'd been somewhere decent beforehand.
Like the cinema their own house?
No, like the Nando's next door. The cinema was my only thing.
Okay.
And I went in and I always get this thing at the cinema, like, if it's, most of the time I go on days where it's not busy, do you know, like midweek, it's quiet, it's fine, whatever. But I get this thing where, especially when it's busy, that I always pick a good seat. Acoustic hotspot, middle of the screen, like fucking, I pick the best seat and I buy it and I pre-order that seat for a reason.
You are the most uninspiring person I've ever met.
I like a movie, mate. What can I say?
But you just like, the things that matter to you are so stupid and so tedious.
Well,
like,
it's not stupid and tedious.
You're not able to like share.
Important.
You're not able to share any feelings, but you know the acoustic hotspot of the Showcase Cinemas in Wallasey. Like,
I don't know. That's the wind, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not the acoustic hotspot. It's really just center of the screen, like just enough distance away that you're not craning your neck. Do you know what I mean? Perfection. Nothing less, nothing more.
Right.
And I picked the perfect seats. So I have this, like, if the later we arrive, and we did arrive quite late, and Rebecca wanted a drink, and it was like busy. I know, fucking taking liberties on Valentine's Day, wasn't she? And I was like,
God forbid.
I brought my own bottle of water. I brought this. I rocked up.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I do every time, mate.
You took a flask to the cinema?
Yes. Filled with water, which is nutritious for me. No soup, no pea and ham, yeah. different soup for different day of the week.
Christ. What film did you watch?
A film called Argyle, which I would not recommend. It was critically panned, and it was okay.
Right.
Yeah. But Rebecca really wants to go see it again. You know what I mean? Sacrifice.
Yeah, you're just a hero.
Day. I am. Some might say that. And so I get this anxiety when it's busy, where I'm like, if anyone's sat in my seat, I'm going to be fuming. I've booked this seat. The seat is on my ticket, and I practice the confrontation before it happens. Like, I'm just not rested until I'm in that seat.
You're in the fucking, you're in the bathroom in the mirror, like stare at yourself in the mirror, like just go and get that dick, like Wanderlust style.
Good film, by the way.
I was going to say something then. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, have you seen the Jason Manford bit on this? No. Like when someone's in your seat on the train.
No.
He just stands there and he just looks at them, and then looks at his ticket, and looks back at them. Looks at his ticket. He's like, I definitely booked a seat. Just don't remember booking a knobhead sat in it. That's it's so good. He's like, I just stare at them until they get uncomfortable.
That's a good fucking. That's better than what I did. So I rocked in, and it's busy. Rocked up, and so needless to say, someone sat on my seat, and he's a bit of a hench, and he's like, looks like older than me, uglier than me, balder than me. Well, completely.
So it wasn't one of those illusion mirrors.
Yeah, it was me actually. Yeah, someone put a mirror in the seat. But like a lot stronger. He looked like built. And his missus, I couldn't like until they kissed. I was like, is that his daughter? They looked to be a big
kiss?
age. Mate, you kept.
Why are they kissing in the cinema?
He's leaning over and kissing her on our way to the seat. Genuinely, he was a bit touchy feely.
Watching Argyle.
The film hadn't started yet. To give them credit, like they were, you know what I mean. They were waiting, but the few times during. Anyway, she looked a lot younger than him, and very sort of like very pretty, dolled up, but fake pretty. You know, like I don't want.
What's wrong with that, Liam?
Nothing wrong with that. I'm just natural.
What's wrong with that?
I just like natural beauty, but whatever, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Am I in trouble? Am I getting myself in trouble with what I'm saying, Aaron? Is this one of those moments?
Well, as your best friend. I can neither confirm nor deny because I want you to carry on.
Okay. Just carry on, yeah. Liam's got the shovel out. And anyway, I walk straight up to him and I go, there are our seats. And he goes.
And then you had a panic attack. She's there like.
I was quite stern and I was quite proud of myself, to be honest.
Okay.
There are our seats. And he went, just sit there. Pointed to the 2 empty seats right next to him. And I went, but they're ours though. And he didn't.
You are a gimp though, bro.
Well, hold on. He didn't move. And then I sat down. And then, do you know when you've got your internal monologue? I sat down and I was like, what's my fucking issue? because there is no difference between
and also,
where I'm sat here and where he
ultimately, it is his 12th birthday. Just let him sit. Just let him sit where he wants. You know what I mean? Like, sure, he's bigger than you. He's stronger than you. He's got a girlfriend that's better looking than you.
He's got a bigger balloon than me.
Yeah, he's got a bigger balloon than you.
Bigger badge. And I was just like, I just had a proper word with myself when I was like, what was your issue? The seat's fine. They've just sat there.
Imagine, well, actually, you're in the acoustic hotspot.
Just kept leaning over during the film to check if he likes it as much as I would have. And I just, I actually leant into him, and he went like that.
You leant in?
No, well, when I sat down right next to him, he went like he talked to his missus, and then he went like that as if he was about to move, and I just turned to him, I went, mate, it's all right. I was just being a little bitch. I just said that to him, and then he smiled at me to acknowledge, yes, you are a little bitch. And I went, it's fine. I was just being a little bitch.
What sort of fucking shit house are you, man?
No, I wasn't.
You've gone up to him. You've gone up. You were. You absolutely were. You've gone up to him, in your words, quite stern, which means you probably went, can I have my seat back?
I was actually stone cold Steve Austin, I believe his name is. That's who I was, yeah. Mr. Austin.
But you went up to him, you said all that, he went, just sit there, and then you did, and then apologised to him for being a bitch.
No, I didn't apologise. He went to move, and I said, well, I did apologise.
Yeah, that's an apology.
Because I'd had a word with myself. I'd sat down, and I was like,
right, so what?
You'd not panicked, but you'd stressed yourself out the whole time in the queue for the drink, for a confrontation that just didn't even need to happen, and it only happened because you're a bitch. So, I don't think I was. I think that I was being the dick in the situation.
Yeah, you were, but you can't then back down and be like, oh, I'm sorry for being a little bitch.
I'd made peace. I felt like I'd made like a development in my life where I'm like, all this time I've been like this and it really doesn't matter. But then family came and I'm now sat in their seat because of this guy. And there's 4 of them and there's only like 2 seats next to me and Rebecca. That was a notification, mate. When smartphones were invented, the notifications were introduced quite early in the operating system. They've been present for years. They tend to make the same noise, and I can't believe you asked that stupid fucking question.
Yeah, but I think you're an absolute psychopath if you allow any of your devices to make any noise whatsoever.
I am a silent mode kind of guy, but I don't know why I don't know why I did that. Anyway, there's 2 seats next to us. This group of 4 people. There's kids. Don't know if they're a family, but 4 women. 2 are younger than the others, and
it's usually how it works.
I'm just
family.
That's the dynamic.
Immensely, if the kids are older than the mum.
4 children, and he just leans to me. We're mates now. He leans to me and he goes, "Should we move up one?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." So I'm in my seat anyway now.
The way he's big brother in you is making me so sad.
Yeah, I was like, let's do that. We scooch up by 1. But then that means that there's 3 seats next to us. That group of 4, the woman, like the mum, the matriarch, has to go sit away from everyone else at the front.
At what point, just in the story for me, did he start having sex with Beck?
What are you on about?
Because it sounds like you might as well have just let him.
I don't know where you got to that.
He's just big brothering you loads, though.
Right,
I need you to understand what's happened. You've walked in, he's sat in your seat, he's told you to sit there, which you have then done, right?
He
then
went
you
to move, and then I was the better person.
No. He's told you to sit there. It sounds like you weren't bigger. He's told you to sit next to him. He's told you to sit in a different seat, right? You've then done that, and then apologised to him. Then a family's come in, right, who is sat in... who now you're sat in their seats. This family's come in and now you're sat in their seats, meaning that he didn't have the seats next to him. It's not like he just got a little bit confused and sat in the wrong ones. He didn't even have the seats next to him. And then he's turned to you and gone, should we sort of kind of fix the problem that I've caused? And you've gone, yes, please, shall we?
No,
what are you on about?
Not for him at all. Sorry, I know your mum's asleep next door. But for the other people, for that family who I've just fucked over, to them, I'm that guy.
At that point, he goes, should we move up one? No, how about you just give me my seats back? I move that, and then you go and sit in the ones that are meant to be yours.
I'd already made the personal growth at that point. I'd already had the word for myself.
Personal growth? If anything, you've gone backwards in personal growth because you've allowed this guy to bitch you about.
You're clearly learning nothing in therapy, mate.
I'm learning. I am. I'm learning quite a bit more than you are, clearly, because all this guy's done is big brother you, and then you've accepted it, and now you are still part of the issue. You're still the problem.
But we're mates now. And I'm not actually part of the issue because I'm now in one of the seats I purchased. My wife's the issue. So boom, I win.
What a Valentine's Day it sounds like you had. You're such a coward, man. You're such a shit house.
I'm not, you know. I've just grown as a person.
Now.
I felt the growth, the personal
What's his
growth.
name?
Yeah, we're that good mates. At the end of the movie, I helped him look for his vape that he dropped. I'm a bitch.
You're such a bitch.
I'm a bitch.
It sounds like he lost his vape and you just let him suck you off. Is that what happened?
Yeah, when this one flashes green as well. Lad.
Yeah.
Just put it on him.
Mate.
Yeah, I'm a bitch.
You're such a shit house. That's awful.
What did you do on Valentine's Day?
What did I do on Valentine's Day? Okay. Get ready for all of my just gonna step off my high horse real quickly. I played Simpsons Monopoly, and when Beth started losing, she got so upset that I just gave her some of my houses.
I mean, I suppose if you're going to be big brothered by anyone, it's all right that it's your missus, isn't it?
Yeah, she got good teas.
Yeah, so did he.
Yeah. Yeah, we played Simpsons Monopoly. I got her some flowers. Huh?
Can you play Monopoly 2 people?
Fucking mate, she can't.
I mean,
embarrassing display.
It's just an argument in board game form, innit?
Embarrassing display, mate, honestly.
Because there's always...
So bad at it.
In a group, there's always the one Monopoly player who's losing, and they are like the butt of everybody's joke. So when it's one-on-one, that just seems like a recipe for disaster to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking nailed it, mate.
Did you?
Take no prisoners mentality. It's a
a
really toxic Valentine's Day, to be honest. Also, when's this coming out?
Well after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because Valentine's Day was ages ago already.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fine.
Gonna change the subject real quick. I have ruined my Crocs.
No! It's like the biggest fucking sin you could have committed on this
man.
podcast.
Yesterday, I was pressure washing the path and mowing the lawn. Because I'm
real man.
Yeah.
You sat in your designated seat, lad.
Yeah, mate. When I went out, there was a guy using my pressure washer, but it's all good. So I just fucking took it off him because I'm not a shithouse. Was pressure washing the path, and I was pressure washing with my Crocs on. And then they got all stained with the grass stains and stuff like that. So I was like, oh no. And then what I did, I thought I'll soak them in bleach. And now my very pretty Crocs are now very, very supportive of gay rights. They are bright pink.
Oh, they? Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen the bleach stain makes things pink, doesn't it?
Yeah, they are very pink. And I've ordered some new ones in a fit of rage. I was furious. I got so angry. Yesterday was potentially one of the worst days I've ever had since about Thursday. It was so horrific. I was so angry, man. This is why we're recording this on a Tuesday. We usually record on a Monday because I messaged Liam because I sold myself that I'll be done with the garden by 2ish. And at 4:15, I was still doing it. I nearly had a breakdown. It was awful. It was horrendous. And then I ruined my Crocs, and I just couldn't believe that because I did chores, now I was out of pocket by £40. So I made Beth buy me a Chinese.
You did something good. I mean, what happened there?
Well, I can get him to do the lawn next time.
Where's he living?
Come on. I don't get the respect I'm due, man. I just don't get it. I don't get the respect I'm due, honestly. Imagine I had a little Asian boy to do my garden.
What's his name, Aaron?
Huh?
What's his name?
Dave.
And what's his accent like?
He was born in his family are Chinese. He was born in Manchester.
Oh, sick. Do the accent then.
You alright?
Sound, yeah. Well played. It's just media testing, that's all I'm doing.
I'd have done the accent if we had like a Patreon or something. I'd have done that.
Yeah. So I watched the Sidemen documentary because I want to get down with the kids. That sounded creepy as fuck. I'm glad this isn't the start of the episode.
Yeah.
No, I just, I don't really know who they are, so just was curious about that sort of YouTube rise to fame. And Cal Freezy was featured in it a lot, talking, a talking head, like just there being interviewed. And I don't really know much about like YouTube and stuff. And I know that you've been told that you look like Cal Freezy a few times. It's been said on comments.
A lot of Cal Warmy on TikTok. Fucking does me head in. And
I think that's an insult to you. Do you actually? Yeah. I think it's an insult to you now that I've seen him. No offense, but I think you look like a more attractive version of Cal Freezy.
Okay, mate. Get it up, you lad.
I don't know why.
So you think
your
I'm
ego
handsome?
didn't need that. That's not.
So you think I'm handsome?
No, that's not what I said.
So you fancy me?
No. I said that if you and Cal Freezy...
If I was in your seat, you'd do fucking nothing. Like
I fucking tried to.
You'd sniff it. You'd sniff the seat.
I'd be on my hands and knees. You'd be going, what are you doing? And I'll go, I'm looking for your vape. Before you'd even ask me to help you.
I don't have a vape.
No, I just...
you fancy me,
I don't
lad.
fancy you, lad.
You
I don't. It's just if you and Cal Freezy, if I was at a bar and I was just minding my own business and you and Cal Freezy came up to chat to me, do you know who I'd give the fucking nod to?
Right, good to know. It is concerning that, like, because I don't think I'm an ugly person, but everyone that looks like me is quite unattractive, and that ruins my life a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying, though?
I get every fat white guy with a beard. Oh, he looks like you. Oh, here's your twin. Oh, here's your doppelganger. You can only have one.
But
twin.
you are a fat white guy with a beard, though. I don't think I look like Randall from Monsters Inc. All that much. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Fuming about that, by the way. The jiu-jitsu class I started going to, one of the lads has started listening to it, and now every joke you use against me to take the piss, he then uses it. But like he'll do it in front of company, and they'll laugh
as if it's his joke.
As if it's his joke. And I was like, you can't get laughs out of the podcasts that you are now a fan of. You fucking idiot. You can't use my own... You dare use my own spells against me, Potter. Like, I was fuming. You called me Randall one time, and he's like, oh, fucking hell, Linguini's here. And I was like, fuck off. No. You don't get to do that.
Well, first of all,
he lost his match on Saturday. He's a fucking shithouse, mate. He's a blue belt, and in 18 months, I'm going to take everything he's fucking worked for, mate.
Just give me the time to train.
He
No, thanks for watching. But that is something that, like...
And he stinks.
If I... Get a wash. If I do that, if I
and sorry to interrupt, he thinks you're the funny one. Never heard so much shite in my life, mate.
I think he's pretty accurate there. But if I use someone else's spell, like you said, if I use someone else's insult and I get a big laugh for it, that makes me feel a bit uneasy, and I have to go.
As it should.
I credit them. I reference them. I go, no, I stole that off. That was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Well, he turned up in a fucking leopard print rash guard, and I said, "Oh, Cat Slater's here." And he's like, he's been fuming ever since. He's just been fuming ever since.
Total slag.
Yeah. It's really bad, you know. Every time like I'm training with these people, because I'm so scared of them that I'm just like I make like sex noises in their ear and stuff. Yeah. I go like full Carl Porter, like they'll be on top, and I go. And they're like, oh, fuck off. And I'm like, well, I've got
breathing.
It's the easiest way to get out of the position. It's the easiest way, because then they don't want to be on top of you. And I'm like, well, I don't want you on top of me. It's great.
I'm used
Light
to that
work,
being
mate.
said.
And the boner helps too.
Just lie there, stiff as a ball, come on, then.
7.5 inches of pure man meat going up their rectum, mate.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot that, wasn't it?
That was a lot, yeah.
I wanted to show you this. Have you seen on TikTok?
Sorry, did you see Drake's cock?
I did. I feel like we already talked about it.
We haven't.
Have we not?
Did you see Drake's cock?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know that you were about to show me something. I'm really excited to see it. But I'm...
Drake's cock?
No. I've seen it.
Okay.
Why did I, though? I heard it was leaked and I actively sought it.
I bet it didn't.
I didn't just like... I didn't just like come across it. I literally like...
I bet you did.
Yeah, afterwards. I was like, I need to see it. I just want to see what he's packing. And when I saw it, I was like, no wonder he's not asked about it getting leaked.
Yeah.
But I'm just pissed off about it, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't give big dick energy. I just don't think he deserves one.
Yeah, in the Hotline Bling video, I've never seen a smaller cock in my life. Call me Hotline Bling.
He doesn't deserve that big cock.
Yeah. Have you seen this video on TikTok about I saw it the weekend, made me piss, about the autistic girl's little... Okay, good. The autistic... It's on my profile. The autistic girl's little brother who brought somebody home from the shop.
No.
Have you seen it? It's like a voice note video. You're not seeing it. Mate, I found it in the break because I really wanted to show you. Mate, I saved it and everything because I was like, I'm going to show Liam this. Okay. It's so funny. You've got to imagine everything that's being said in your head as it's happening.
So is it a voice note
It's a voice note that I'm going to play for you.
Right,
so the audio listeners don't need to worry. You don't need to see anything. But you've got to imagine it all playing out.
Okay?
So...
tell you this story because it's so funny. So my client, right, she's like an older woman. Well, she's about my mum's age. And she was saying she met this family.
Also, just real quick, I hate people that send voice notes.
That's that's like how you communicate with me.
Yeah, but I'm all right when I do it because I think I get to the point quite quickly in a lot of them. That woman, then she's like an older woman. Well, no, actually, she's about my mum's age. Is your mum not older? Just shut up and tell me the story.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Fucking idiots,
I just don't like it as a conversation. I get it if you've got a lot to say and you can't.
You're not that close with Tegan, are you?
No,
mate. Mental
voice note queen.
Mate, she sent me a 17-minute voice note before now.
Really, yeah.
The fucking nerve and audacity of her to think I'm listening to that. And it's literally her just like making food in the background while she's telling me this story. And like the story's interesting, but it's interesting if I can interject. And,
yeah, call me.
Like, I've got questions. Yeah. Fuck it. Anyway, carry on.
Years ago, and she said I always meet up them now and then. She said they live on the Wirral. She said we went out for our tea the other night. She went home. She says they've got a son who's autistic, like really bad autism. And he's 20, about 20, and he's asked his mum if he could go to the shop on his own, and she was like, I didn't want to let him go, but I wanted to try and start letting him do things on his own, so she said yeah. And he says he went to the shop, and she went, he was a while, like, and then he came back, and she went, and he had like loads of marks all over him. She said she thought he'd been like attacked or something, and she said she was going, what's happened to you and all this, and he was like, I'm not telling you because you won't let me keep it. And she was going, keep what are you talking about? And he's like, can I keep it? And she was going, keep what? In the end, she said, where have you put it? And he went, in the garage. She went in the garage. And
what do you think he's brought back? Just real quick, just a pause.
I'm just thinking like a cat or a possum or a rat, Joe, some sort of like creature. He's covered in scratches.
She thought obviously it was a cat or something like that. He brought a dwarf home, like an actual human little person.
She won't let me keep it.
And the little dwarf being hit and
she won't let me keep it. Like he's never seen that in Pets at Home before, and he wants it.
She says the dwarf had been hitting him trying to get away. That's why he's coming in back.
Can you rewind it?
The dwarf was fighting back. Listen.
I looked in my garage. And the little dwarf being hit and I'm trying to get away.
Can you imagine?
That's got 3 million views.
Can you imagine the fear? The fear of the mum, like going into that garage knowing that something's been brought home, not knowing what. She's got like a baseball bat. The lights are off. She turns the light on. And she sees
the idea that he's just stuffed him in the garage and the fucking guy is shitting himself. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. Oh my god.
It's the best thing.
Sorry, should we do a quick feature and then we've got a big announcement to make, don't we? We've got a very big announcement. Huge announcement. We've got a huge announcement to make. Very excited about it.
Feature. Do you want me to? I've got.
Yeah, I don't want to read stuff. I don't want to.
It's only a little one.
The worst thing you ever did was read some of these because now it's just let me have time off and I don't have to do it, and I feel that's great.
No, we're taking it turns. That's fair, isn't it?
Okay, well,
me. We're taking it turns.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Just make up for the previous 2 years. First, and then,
So I've just got one. We'll just do a little quick one. It's an Am I the Arsehole? So, or will I be the arsehole? So, will I be the arsehole if I only put my parents' names on the wedding invitation and not my fiance's parents' names? I'm drafting the wedding invitations and I'm struggling with the introduction. My parents are paying for the entire wedding, which is 15 grand.
I'm so done with like wedding beef at the minute. I swear last week was like this. Yeah. And then like one of our friends is getting married soon and like they've got loads of like, not family drama, but like just wedding drama, like trying to plan it all.
Yeah, it's a big
like, it's not a bad
thing.
They're trying to figure out just how to get married, basically. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah.
So like, just shut up. Just say you want to shag him for the rest of your life and just move on.
Is that what you're going to do in the church? Yeah, just get up and go. I just want to shag her forever. Gives the ring.
Please, take the Beth from behind. That's what I'm going to say.
The Beth.
The Beth.
So my parents are paying for the entire wedding, which is 15 grand, and my fiance's parents are paying for the rehearsal dinner. Because of that, I'd like to recognise...
Oh, that's a cop-out, isn't it? You pay 15k and I take you all to TGI Fridays. That is mental.
Why are you having your wedding rehearsal over a fucking JD glazed chicken?
Oh, I would, you know.
Yeah, you would. My parents are paying for the entire wedding, which is 15 grand, and my fiance's parents are paying for the rehearsal dinner. Because of that, I'd like to recognise my parents by using the traditional introduction of Mr. and Mrs. X request the pleasure of your company at the marriage of their daughter, A to B. However, I do not want to offend my fiance's parents and make it seem like I'm excluding them. I'm so grateful for what they're contributing, both in finances and in support. So I'm also considering Mr. and Mrs. X and Mr. and Mrs. Y request the pleasure of your company at the marriage of A and B. Because of the extreme disparity...
I'm so confused. What's he even saying?
If you were listening to me.
Yeah, no, I am listening. But like, who's Mr. X? Is that his parents?
Yeah. So you understood it?
No, I don't know, because like, who's Mr. Y then?
So they're basically saying he's wanting to put on the wedding invitation, Mr. and Mrs. Tuffy.
Surprised anyone's going to his wedding. He sounds like a gimp.
I think.
Carry on. What?
So the crux of the issue is that because of the extreme disparity in contribution, I'd like to recognise my parents, but I don't want to punish my fiance's family for their inability to contribute.
So recognise your parents in a different way.
What should I do?
Recognise your parents in a different way. Take them out for a meal. Thank them graciously. Maybe you go on a weekend away with them or something. Stop with this fucking politics that's going to make somebody else feel bad.
I've never in my life seen a wedding invitation that's got the parents' names on it introducing the wedding.
Yeah,
just because they're like
a
might be
save the
foot on
date
the
or something. Like,
just because they might be
I think I got yours on WhatsApp.
Yeah, you're free this day.
I still came.
Yeah. I think you're just like... I think the issue is that some people...
The issue is these fucking losers that put such stock on one day.
I think it's... No, because I agree, it's a big day.
It is a big day, but like, shut up. No one's actually that arsed other than you guys. It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah,
the mental illness of some of these people to think anyone else gives a fuck about their wedding.
Well,
we don't.
Hold on. You know who does give a fuck though? The parents. So why would you thank one set of parents and not the other? Just
exactly, just thank them both. Or just thank them both, and then thank the ones that contributed more money in a slightly different way that the other parents don't know about. It don't have to be this difficult. This is people that are desperate to have a problem. I'm so tired of it.
Or just don't put it on the invitation.
Life is stressful enough.
Yeah.
Stop creating problems that don't need to be there. You're asking a forum how to have a conversation with your parents. Figure it out.
I feel like I created a problem by bringing this to the
You did a bit.
When I didn't.
You did a bit. You did a bit. I'm all about my therapeutic journey now. Do you know what I mean? These issues. How much better are Reddit submissions when someone's like lost a vibrator in their arsehole or something? So much better.
That's why I went for this, because I thought, yeah, we do a lot of these sex ones. Maybe I should.
Have I got anything? What have I got? That's date arrived before the restaurant. He was a fucking loser as well.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, go on.
I'm an arsehole for divorcing my wife because I want someone better. My wife and I are married for 6 years now. We have a daughter together. Our marriage became bad after our daughter was born. A big point of contention was a surname for our daughter. I wanted mine, she wanted hers. We compromised on hers after a lot of bickering. I conceded to the argument that she was carrying the baby, so she deserves the honour, and I was okay with it. It made sense, but it always sat in some unreachable corner of my mind. Now I know why. For 3 years, she gave all her love to our daughter. It was like I wasn't even in her radar. I was kept at a distance. When I communicated, I was accused of being jealous because of my daughter. Some part of me knew that I was, and I felt ashamed. Soon it became the new normal. I was lonely, and I learned to be okay with it. My boss invited me to his house for dinner. He is a great man, very supportive, and his wife was very affectionate towards him, while mine was distant and naggy. I saw the relationship, and I compared it to mine, and I came to a realization that my wife is not into me. Maybe she never was. Now she has someone she actually loves, my daughter, and so she doesn't need me for companionship. I am just an annoyance. It was not a sad realization, it was freeing. I want what my boss has, a woman who loves me, and that's not my wife. I told my wife that I want a divorce. I gave her my reasoning, I talked about my feelings, and she was angry and annoyed. Told me that we have a family together and I should grow up, that ups and downs are part of marriage, and she said that we will try to be better from then on. She tried to give me shit about what I said about surnames, called it chauvinistic. I decided not to argue back. I started the process of divorce and she was served 2 days ago. She was shocked. I've never seen her like that. It was like she couldn't even believe that I was actually divorcing her. In her defense, it all happened in 3 weeks span. She's now trying to make me stop divorce. She said that if she will take She said she will take my name and give our daughter my name if that's what I want. She still doesn't get it. Surnames were just symptoms of the bigger problems. She just does not love me enough. I want someone who does. She wants therapy, but I don't see how that will help us in any way. She said our problems can be fixed and not to gamble my life and our daughter's life like that. There is no guarantees. She's not wrong that I am playing a huge She's not wrong that I'm playing a huge gamble with my life, but I do want a woman who can love me like the wife of my boss loves him. I want a better wife than my current wife. Am I the arsehole?
I'm sure you want a better job as well. I'm sure you want your boss's job as well. It doesn't mean you can have his fucking wife. Maybe your wife.
He doesn't want the boss's wife.
No, but he wants someone like her.
What's wrong with that?
No, maybe your wife would treat you with more respect if you weren't such a crybaby bitch all the time.
What are you talking about?
This guy sounds fucking miserable, mate.
What are you on about?
In the span of 3 weeks, he's just gone, I want a divorce. He's not had a conversation with her about the issues at all. He's just taken it on the chin, kept it to himself, bottled it up, and then gone. See you later. I'm divorcing
I don't think that's what's happened at all. For 3 years, she gave all love to our daughter, and it was like I wasn't even in her radar. And then, hang on. I'm pretty sure he says at some point that they did speak. There was a lot of bickering on her surname. I can see it.
I was half on his side till it got to the end.
What do you mean? What turned you off
he's
him?
Expressed all these... Well, first of all, he's expressed all these issues on a Reddit forum, and not to her, it sounds like...
It sounds like they have.
Well, to her, the divorce just came out of nowhere.
But, like, think of her reaction, though. I told my wife that I wanted a divorce, and I gave her my reason. I talked about my feelings, and she was angry and annoyed and told me that I should grow up. Ups and downs are part of marriage. I don't think it's unreasonable to see somebody else's life and go... I mean, maybe it's a bit ridiculous to assume that it's always like that.
Yeah.
But some people are arseholes.
Yeah.
Some people are absolute arseholes, and it's fine to want better.
Yeah, we'll talk to them about it first. Like, you can't just go... you're an asshole. Like, you're sitting there wallowing on feelings that you're not expressing and you're not talking about.
Okay, he doesn't say it explicitly, but I would be very surprised if in 6 years he's never mentioned anything to her.
The fact that it's come, like the way it's said towards the end that it was a 3 week period suggests that he's not vocalized any of this. He's internalized it, put it on a forum, and then gone, I want a divorce. That's why I think he's the dick. I get what you're saying. I agree. If you're unhappy, you should do something about it. But what you should probably do is talk about it if you want to resolve an issue. He clearly doesn't want to resolve the issue. He's made up his mind. His wife's boss has bigger tits. He wants them. And he's I
think you're looking at it in like... No, I know you're joking, but there's still there's a reason it came up. I think you're looking at it in the sense of he wants his boss's wife. I just think he wants someone that loves him. I think he's probably felt lonely. He says soon it became the new normal. I was lonely and I learned to be okay with it. Like,
but that's his problem.
Hang on. When I communicated, I was accused of being jealous of my daughter. Some part of me knew that I was, and I felt ashamed. Soon it became the new normal. I was lonely, and I learned to be okay with it. He has communicated it, bro.
Oh, yeah, then she's a fucking gimp then. Why are we having this conversation? Why are we having this conversation?
Why are we having this conversation? Oh, my God. This is... I think it's fine to see how somebody... Like, I think if I'm being horrible to Beth all the time, and then she goes and sees her friend, and... her friend's got like the dream man and he's just lovely with it and they've been together for years and they seem to have the perfect life. I think Beth is well within her rights to go, why is mine not as enjoyable as this?
I do get that.
I love how one little detail has completely spun you.
No, because it's dead important, I think. I think what winds me up is that I think a lot of people who do get into, like, she is right in that things aren't always fucking swimming in a relationship, and there are peaks and troughs, but you need to, whenever you're in those troughs, you need to ask yourself, do the pros outweigh the cons? That's the main thing, innit? You weigh it up, do the pros outweigh the cons? Do I want to work on things or do I not? So I got me back up with him because I didn't think he was communicating. Yeah. So I think that when you internalize anything, you catastrophize it. Anything. It could be a small thing.
Yeah, and it does sound like she is hard to communicate with. He's accused of being jealous, and then there's when he's actually brought it up again about and wanting to divorce her, she's telling him to grow up. That's not how you fix a problem. No. Beth and I communicate really well, and if ever her and I got to the point where we were splitting up, it wouldn't be a shock to her because I'd have communicated so much with, and that's what you're supposed to do.
That's where I was going.
But she just sounds like she's hard work.
I just say grow up is the best defense to a divorce. By the way, I've grow up.
Yeah. Like, that's how you're winning back.
Being proper grown up. I've been to a solicitor.
Yeah.
This is probably the most grown up thing I've done.
I've had a meeting and I was on time. Don't fucking come for me and my childish ways. Okay.
And I'm willing to pay child support. You know what I mean? I'm taking on.
Yeah. If anything, I'm quite I'm about as grown as you can be, really.
Yeah.
She called him chauvinistic as well, and he spelt it right in the forum. He's fucking genius.
Yeah.
Grow up. How about you grow up?
See, the name thing to some people will be like, oh, it means nothing to me. But some people might judge him for the whole name thing. But I think it's like, if it's important to you, then you've got to talk about it, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
And clearly it's just like...
and it just seems like she's not understanding. Surnames were not just symptoms of the bigger problems, and she just does not get it. She doesn't love me enough, and I want someone who does. That's fine. The boy's a G. Go get what you want. Why are you sad? Life's too fucking short. Can't be asked these people. Our therapy's working really well for me. I'm a new man. I think that'll do us.
It's announcement time, I think.
Yeah.
We've got big news.
Huge news.
Massive announcement to make. Me and Aaron have made the very big decision to...
quit the pod.
Yeah. Spread Negativity is no more. Because we're going to change the name. And I think it's been something we've been thinking about for a while.
Long old while.
And we're finally going to commit and do it. So this is the last episode of Spread Negativity.
Yeah.
But it's not the last episode of the pod.
The reason for it is I was at a gig not too long ago, and I was plugging the pod. I did really well at the gig, and I had audience members coming up to me, and we were chatting a little bit.
Humble brag there. Smash the gig's head in. And I was just chatting.
Was a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's cool though. We did. He smashed the gig. Yeah.
It went all right. It's rare they do, so you need to talk about it. No, I was chatting with an audience member after the gig, and I was plugging the pod, and I was mentioning it, and she said, "What's it called?" And I said, "It's called Spread Negativity," and she said very quickly, "That sounds depressing." And I tried to explain to her that actually it's quite the opposite. We're not. That's not what the point of the pod when we named it Spread Negativity was to take the piss out of spread love and positivity, because we believe that there's a lot of negative in the world, as we've fucking seen today with these losers. Yeah. There's a lot of negative in the world, and we need to talk about it. We need to have a laugh about it. And
because sorry to cut you off, because everything on social media is so fake, isn't it?
Yeah, so
everyone
fake.
shows the best of themselves, and what we like to do on this pod,
we want to know that you've got a dildo stuck up your ass and had to go to A&E.
And the doctor made you smell it as punishment when he took it out of you. That's what we like on this pod. We just we think it's funny to talk about the shit stuff, and that's how you deal with it rather than pretending it's not there. So Spread Negativity as a name was kind of like the opposite of Live, Laugh, Love, wasn't it? It was like taking the piss out of that sort of like spread joy and positivity.
Yeah, but we've come to the realization, I think, that maybe that's a little bit too subtle. And we've been doing the pod for a little while, and there have been a few times people have said, "Oh, I'm not listening to that. I'm all about spread positivity." And I think people are quite fickle. And you try and explain to them that's not the case, and some people just don't get it. And I think there are a lot of people that are just like, they think they're this happy, positive person all the time. Mm-hmm. That's what they try to be.
Need more negativity in my life.
Yeah, because I get it as well, which is the entire point of this. Because the world's very negative, and it's very dull, and it's very like frustrating. So it makes sense to constantly seek the positive. So we decided to change the name. We're not happy with this one anymore. We've been thinking about it for a while, and that woman was the sort of the straw that broke the camel's back. She wasn't fat in any way, but she has changed a lot. So we're gonna rename it, and it's gonna be called Off Your Chest from going forward from next week.
I wanted to drum roll it in.
You wanted to
I wanted to be drum roll, please, and then it's Off Your Chest.
This is not exciting. That'll sound familiar because it's a section we do at the end quite a lot when we have a guest, and we get listeners to send things in if they've got things they want to get off their chests and stuff.
And we think, sorry, just to cut you off, but and we think that Off Your Chest is still representative of what the podcast is.
Yeah,
it's just the same sort of like, we think you need to get everything off your chest.
Yeah, and it makes more sense. Yeah. It's an easier plug at gigs and stuff, and I think people will be more receptive to it. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. We don't lose anything, because we're still in the same boat that we are. All of our social media over this the next week and so is going to rebrand completely to the Off Your Chest cast, at Off Your Chest cast on everything. We're going to have new artwork. The logo is going to stay the same, but it's going to obviously have different words.
We can slide it in here.
We could slide it in here. Thanks for giving me a bit more work to do, Liam.
I just wanted to do that,
and
so,
what else was I going to say?
No, I know it's a lot of admin, this part in it, but we just want to make sure we get the points across. But basically, the vibe is not going to change. You'll be seeing some changes, but the vibe of the podcast...
Have new features.
Yeah,
we're going to have a feature called The Finer Things, and that's going to be all the finer things of life, the things that make life worth living. So we're going to have a new feature, and we want you to send more stuff in. If you've got anything you want to get off your chest, all the things that you hate, what you think the finer things of life are, anything that's pissed you off, it literally just send us a one-word email, trains, and we'll just fucking riff on it. We'll go from it, and we'll figure it out from there. We want to interact more with the listeners. We really enjoy it. It's better than fucking, as you've just seen with these dog shit Reddit posts of people that can't figure out their own life.
But they're not going away.
No, they're not going away. And we will keep doing them because we know a lot of people enjoy them and stuff. But we do, the main thing we enjoy is interacting with the listeners and stuff. So if you've got anything that something you find tedious, something that annoys you, we're constantly asking for free things that that guests hate. Send us yours. Send us the free things that you hate, and we'll have a chat about it. We'll riff off it, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we're really excited about it. I think it's been a long time coming with the name change because we have hated it for about a year.
Yeah, hate's a strong word. But if that's how you felt, then that's sound. I didn't hate it. I'm really joking. No, I back everything that you say, and I think it's important for us to make this change. And I know that some people are resistant to change, but don't worry, we're still going to have the same.
It's just
sort
that
of
everything's
vibe.
going to stay the same, just the name's changing. However, we do have a bit more news on top of that. Can you stop banging, please?
Okay, all right.
Just ruining your excitement completely. Stop it. That's not all the news that we've got. Just changing the name isn't that exciting. It's not huge news, but I think it's been a very, very long time coming. We're starting a Patreon, and it's available right fucking now. It's available right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's available next week.
They can sign up now.
Yeah, you can sign up now. Okay, all right, yeah. Just saying, don't expect the extra episode right now. It's starting next week.
Yeah.
The first episode of Off Your Chest. Everything's going to be on the same channel, by the way.
Everything's going to be on the same channel. Absolutely nothing's going to change. Yeah. It's just all the social media and stuff's going to rebrand. The new email, if you want to send stuff in, I realise I mentioned that before. The new email is offyourchestcast@gmail.com. But yeah, we're starting a Patreon. Mm-hmm. It's very exciting. It's going to start at £3 a month, different tiers and stuff, and you get different things. We've spoke about this a lot. And the reason we haven't started a Patreon up until now is because we didn't feel like we had the bandwidth to make it worthwhile for you guys paying and stuff. And we want to offer as much as we can. So we wanted to wait until a time where we felt like we could offer something. And we're going to try and offer as much as we can. You're going to get an extra episode every week. So there's going to be 2 45 to an hour episodes every single week.
Yeah, Monday's going to be the normal episode as usual, and then Patreon we're going to drop on a Thursday.
Yeah, you'll get early access to the Monday episode. You'll get discounts on any live shows that Liam and I do, and there's definitely going to be live shows coming this year as well. We've been working on that behind the scenes. We're going to try and figure that out. We want to do live shows. We want to interact with you guys more. If you, what else? There's so much to say.
I think we're announcing everything now, but let's be honest, the Patreon, when it's set up and running, when Off Your Chest starts, you'll start to see what's coming to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Like we're still in the process of fine-tuning.
Yeah, we're going to try and do specials as much as we can, but a lot of that is money permitting. So the more of you that sign up, the more specials we'll be able to come. We've got so many ideas, and I can't tell you how frustrating it is when other podcasts do the ideas first. Because, like I've said this before, we have so many ideas, but every month we take away an idea. We've got so many plans, and we've got loads of things that we really want to do, and we feel like we can do a great job of it. But not to be a cry arse or anything, or to be a fucking bucket shaker or. It takes a lot what we do the podcast, and we love doing it. We're not saying that like we don't, but it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of time, and we want to put the time and energy into doing more things, but we just need that little bit extra support in order to do that. So what we get is like the more we get, the more we can give back, essentially. Yeah. And there's been a lot of people asking for a Patreon for a while now and stuff, and we have just sort of toyed with the idea, but we think it's time. We've done this for 2 years now, and we've loved doing it, but it's time to push on with it. And I just think it's going to be a lot of fun this year. We're going to give you an extra episode every week, specials as often as we can, hopefully every month. I'd like to do it every month. And we'll do live streams on Patreon, and they'll get Patreons will get priority on like sending us in like submissions and all that sort of stuff. So
these are all like big plans. The main thing is that straight away, as soon as we rebrand this Off Your Chest, there'll be the extra Patreon episode. Yeah, and then just keep your eyes peeled for.
So when you listen to this from the following Monday, that's when everything will rebrand. It'll all change over. So if you see Off Your Chest written on anywhere online and stuff, don't worry, that's still us. The merch.
Yes, merch store will be closing. But we're going to keep it open until the 24th of March.
23rd, I think it was.
23rd of March, yeah. If you still want to get some Spread Negativity merch, that would be sick, because I know we are rebranding, but if you come to a gig and we see you in Spread Negativity merch, we know that you've been with us from the fucking start.
She Wig had the tote bag on.
Yeah, exactly.
Class.
Yeah.
Class. So she bought a tote bag and she had that with her when she came to my gig a couple of weeks back. And so we'll know that you're one of the original OGs.
So if you still want to get some Spread Negativity stuff, now's your time to do it. We've not got any plans currently for Off Your Chest merch, but never say never.
Yeah, no, we definitely will sort something out. We're just trying to not
overload with the admin.
Yeah, we've got so much to sort out in the next 2 weeks because nothing's live at the minute.
Yeah.
So we need to figure all of that out. But we're really excited and we love the support. And I hope you guys like the new name and stuff. It felt like it didn't feel too far removed from what we were already doing, and I think it makes sense. We don't want to call it something entirely different and change everything because it just no one likes change.
No.
As an autistic child, I don't like change. I don't like change, bro. I came back from the Fringe and Beth had painted and I had a fucking breakdown. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of our news.
I know it's been a little bit of a ramble, but we're just excited and we want to get all the information out there.
It's a lot of information for one episode as well. Trust us to just fucking throw it all out at once rather than just doing like a slow burn.
I saw your inner puppy dog. If we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do that, and we do. But yeah, the more support we get, the better position we'll be in to give you more. I think we're excited. We hope you're excited. Like Aaron said, we've had a lot of people ask about Patreon.
It's time.
Yeah, it's finally time. We're doing it. And you mentioned you mentioned about 3 Things You Hate. We have never actually done 3 Things You Hate ourselves, so I think we should close.
Have we not?
No, I don't think we've ever done it ourselves. Like, just rather than end on the admin, I think we should end on the 3 things that we both hate.
We've got to give 3 things that we hate. That's still gonna be a part of the episode. We're still gonna ask guests for that. But have we really never said it?
I don't think so. No. And it changes all the time.
3 things that I hate. This is a lot of pressure now because sometimes the guest gives like such shit things.
No, I think all our guests are amazing, and I'd never say that about any of them.
I agree. But sometimes some very specific guests have given such shit things.
Stick to your own rules then. No context, no nothing else. Just 1, 2, 3. And you'd notice that I've asked Aaron to do it first, so I have time to think.
Yeah, great. I love how you had plans for this, and then I've not had any time whatsoever.
It was just when you mentioned it, I thought it would be a good way to end.
I hate this. I hate this a lot. When you're on a call with someone and they like the voice starts to like the service is a bit shit, and they have that back and forth. Wait, like what? Yeah. No, I've lost you. Say that again. No, I've lost you. I can't. Oh, bloody hell. And then you hang up on each other and then they call back a few seconds later.
Yeah.
Like, don't know what happened there. I think it was my service. Like, why can't we just get straight back into the conversation? You remember the last thing I said? When you answer the phone, you should just then go, the last thing I heard was you were talking about this, and this, and we'll just move on from that. Why do we have to have this minute-long back and forth? Yeah, there's no service. It happens often.
Yeah.
Why is this fucking new to you?
But there's always like that thinly veiled, like, well, I've got full bars. Do you know, like that, like fucking, like it's a blame. Do you know what I mean? Well, there's nothing wrong with my service. Can we just not fucking just get back to the conversation before it cuts out again?
Yeah. That must have been you, that, because I've got EE and it's sick. UK's
because it's a 5G tower right outside the house, so it must be you.
UK's favourite network. I also hate sharing an umbrella with someone.
Yeah,
it's fucking painful, man. Because I'm taller as well, so I'm the one that often holds it, and then like, oh, fucking, it's not giving it me, and then they pull it off of you. I hate it, man.
Yeah,
I hate it, and I also hate it because I don't have leg to stand on because we just lost that fucking camera. Can't wait to start the Patreon. We're really on top of things. But it's not like when what was I saying? Yeah, it's also on me because I'm not the guy that brings the umbrella. I don't bring the umbrella with me, so it's like she's got all the things to say. But I need to hold it because I'm taller, otherwise she's poking me in the eye. It does me head in. And I also hate what do I hate? I hate this because we tell the guests that they need to have 3 things that they hate planned, and then they still come in like, cheese, fuck off. I hate being told that I'm lying when I'm not. Being called a liar. It's the fucking worst. Nothing annoys me more. You call me a liar when I'm not lying, I'll actually murder you. Yeah. I think I could kill you.
Yeah.
If I'm so serious and I'm so mate.
It's also in the same.
That's why
vein.
I couldn't do the traitors. Beth said that when we were watching it, and I just obviously had applied, and he didn't get accepted, but he was asking.
Yeah. Aaron couldn't be a traitor, but I fucking am though. Yeah. Like for you.
No, even if I said I'm not, and I'm not actually a traitor, and then tell me that you've got 16-bit. What? Just the way your acting's a little bit weird. Fuck off! You don't know me. I'd be terrible at it. I'd be terrible. I'd be so terrible. Yeah, I hate being called a liar. Absolute worst thing ever.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get free out dead quick.
I did great not giving any context.
I'm gonna get free out dead quick. I hate man of the people, so I'm gonna speak about like for the people. I hate the mainstream news cycle. I hate the systematic privatization of the NHS by the Tory government and porn with no sound. I think that's fucking scum.
Right.
There we go. That was it. I thought you'd laugh at me joke, but.
What was the joke?
Porn with the sound off.
You were so serious.
Oh yeah, I was like serious. Porn with the sound off. I thought you might laugh at it, and we could end on a laugh.
You're serious about that though? That's the most serious you are. You don't give a fuck.
No, I mean everything I said. No,
yeah,
I do.
But
I mean,
not as much as porn.
Well, I mean, it affects me more on my day to day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you had to choose between cancelling the NHS and cancelling porn, you don't want to admit how quickly you would answer that question.
Mate, I'd be fucking health insurance. Hit me up. I need it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Oh, see you next week.